toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David. The Gators will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called out 1 time in that loss last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So Florida's offense will get the ball for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid.
Turning it on! They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Sturdivant. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Gonna swing it on second down. Intercepted deep in his own end. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply went.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The give on the option. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Pavia. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
First down, Commodores.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in, it's Hudson. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
The Commodores will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab, it's Clark. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll run play action. Finds his man, it's Livingston. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. Sprinting away. Touchdown, Florida! And that one will give them the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we have a final in the Red River rivalry between Oklahoma and Texas in Dallas. Texas pulled out the victory on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in Austin. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The play-action fake. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. And the Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Sturdivant. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Wilson. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Gators are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Livingston. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. And the quarterback takes a knee.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
He's got him. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out. But it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positives, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, Dave. Listen, I don't think they can fix everything in 1 week. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific area of their football team to try to improve on and get this thing going.